not to tell anybody what other name he gave me.
Okay.
They told him that I was going to be a singer worldwide, and I was going to be a name. So I think that was why.
He didn't give you.
They had this believing that marabouts can do anything to you.
Yes.
Using your name, your surname, your father's name, or mother's name. I think that was the reason.
Okay.
That was the reason.
So I was caught up by the hand to the classroom, to the headmaster's office,
Okay.
and on the register it was written Jaliba Kuyate, and that's the name I know. People keep asking about it. This is the name I know about.
Because Jaliba is the term in Mandinka which means
A
a
great
big
grade.
grade.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, that's true.
So if someone's name is to be the great grade, I mean, of course, people would think you have a name before that. So I always thought, you know, you had a name. This
be
is just
Ibrahima.
your stage name.
Yeah. Well, it became a problem for everybody, I think. People kept asking. I think it was even a question in some quiz competitions.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Who knows Jaliba's real name?
Nobody knows.
It was always a question. Well, that was how and that was why the name Jaliba is just Jaliba. And I think I keep it at that. I don't know myself.
Yeah.
One day, people kept asking me, since when I was young, I went to my father and said, look, you have to tell me who I am. What is my name? My father just laughed. He said, okay, now I'll give you 3 names. If you can choose any one of them. He said, Ibrahima, Muhammad, and Ismaila. Now go choose.
I'm going to choose
So,
Ibrahima.
still I'm in that darkness. To date, I don't know.
You don't know. You
I
just
don't
know you're Jaliba.
Yes. That's it.
Okay.
Of course, it's the great name. Ibo, you have.
So, yes.
Okay.
The Kora. Where did you first play the Kora music?
You mean publicly?
Yes,
Yes.
publicly.
Where
yeah.
was your first show?
Your first
When
show.
was it and where was it?
I think this was in Jambanjeli. That was a small arena. We started a program with some of our friends there.
Okay.
Then Mrs. Sano and others were there. I could remember they were paying 50 bututs entrance fee. So it was a long time.
Very.
And, you know, I was just sitting on the mat and playing. It was amazing to people because the first compositions I did were appealing to society. Well, they became interested. That was why people said, well, we can pay
And come.
Yeah,
and
and
watch.
come
and watch this man,
Okay.
this
Did
boy.
Did you just play or you sang and play at the same time?
I play and sing at the same time. Yeah, that is another style you have to be used to.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you play, in some people, they don't have those qualities. When they play, they cannot sing. Or when they play, they'll just stop
Yes.
temporarily and then start to talk or sing. But then you have to do it in unison. You have to get used to it. You have to practice it. Otherwise, you can't get used to it. And I think even when you get used to it, it is very, very good.
Important. Okay, there's a query about, when Jelba came from Nyamina, his first destination. Others were saying Sukuta, Brikama, others Banjul. Where was it?
Because they all want to own you.
Yes.
They all want to be like, oh
Yes.
yeah, he's from here,
Here,
you know,
no,
he's,
yes.
he's from Sukuta.
Yeah, and this is true. I'm from all these places.
I had a feeling you would say that.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly. You know,
That's very sweet.
you know, when I was in the college, there was this activity of teachers going out on teaching practice.
Okay.
So I was posted to Sukuta. That was before Brikama.
Okay.
I was posted to Sukuta and I was in Jambakunda. Yet I was still playing the kora. I became used to some people. In fact, my first wife,
Okay.
um, that was the time I picked her up from Sukuta.
Wow.
You know, at that short time, 1 or 2 months, I was a Sukutarian. Completely a Sukutarian. So uh, after the teaching practice, I was back in the college. Then I started going around playing for people outside. Yeah, they were coming to get us every weekend from the college to go and play during their Christian ceremonies. I mean, in all these villages, Lamin around. But I started in Lamin too. Then I was working. There was no fare for us, few of us.
I know.
We were walking on foot from the college, then the Union College,
Yeah.
walking
Lamin.
on foot to Lamin,
Wow.
play, and then come back on foot.
Foot?
Yes. Because we were not doing this for anything, not for money. As a start, it was just for a pleasure.
For the love,
This
for the
is
fact
what-
that
yeah,
people
for the love,
appreciate
yeah.
it. Yes.
I said, I am part of this thing. I have to do it. So that was it. When it became, well, rigid in the minds of the people, that was the time they said, look, he has to go beyond this. I also sat back to say, well, I have to be serious more. I have to start composing. I have to think of the trend I am going to take. So Sukuta and then Brikama. I was posted to Brikama again for another year. It's 3 years. Each year you go somewhere.
Wait, okay.
So after that, I became used to the Brikama people too. And I could remember there was a society called Ninki Nankakafo,
Okay.
the Wulaba, some of the Senegambia Association. We are all formed because of me. So they went, they made a delegation to the then education minister,
Okay.
who was Mr. Dembo Jata of Brikama,
Okay, yes.
that you are the education minister. Now there is a boy, a very promising one, who is going to qualify from the college. But we don't want him to go to anywhere except Brikama. So this was it. That was how and why I went to Brikama. Now I have become a Brikama man.
Yes.
Yes, because evidently you have your home
Yes.
there and your family. So
And everything.
okay, the Brikama people won then.
Yes. What about Banjul? Did you ever live there or
Yeah, school days.
school days?
When I was going to school. Yeah.
Okay.
When you were going to school.
Okay.
Okay,
You
good.
were, but by then you were playing the kora too. Oh.
Yeah, I was playing like in the evenings. I was practicing
Okay.
with friends, the permanent secretary now,
Okay.
vice president's office.
Okay. In Jamali.
Nyabali
Yes.
is my friend. He was my classmate and everything.
Okay.
So we were all sitting at one, we call it a grand place,
Mm-hmm.
a grand place, together. And I was joking then on the corner,
Yes.
but people were still enjoying it. Yeah.
It was making sense indeed.
That's great.
Fanta.
You spoke about picking your first wife. There's so your first wife is from Sokoto.
Right.
I've learned that you have 3 wives. One is from Sokoto. Where are the other 2 from?
Now you are lost, and I leave you. I leave you in the bush.
Because one is from Sokoto, of course. And where are the other 2 from?
Well, the one in Sukuta, I divorced.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Is no more my wife,
Okay.
although we've got a child
Okay.
who is now in America.
Okay.
Okay.
And after that, I became married. I got one from Mandinaba.
Ndinaba.
You know, sometimes, especially when you're a stubborn boy,
Yeah.
wives will not come and meet each other. One will come, the other will
Go
go.
and the other one.
Oh, come. Yes.
So it's Brikama, Mandinaba, Brufut.
Food.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the Casamas.
And Casa.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got
Okay.
wives from there.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, now I'm not lost. Now I get it all.
We have a break.
Yes, of course.